back in the bottom of the second. Sorry about that. 1-0 the score, and with one out, there's a hard-hit ground ball. Sliding stop by Andy DeJesus on to first. Are you kidding me with that play? Andy DeJesus takes a base hit away from Zach Rakusin for the second out at the bottom of the second. A hard-hit ground ball to the left side, diving attempt, sliding with his back turned toward home plate, initially going to his knees. He spins around on his knees and fires a strike to Riley Crane for the second out of the inning. Wowie. Alrighty then. Jack Struntz, he's standing in. First pitch to him. A breaking ball outside part of the plate. 0-1. Tim Holdgrafer, he struck out Rob Weishire to begin the bottom half of the second. Then a little help from his defense. Now Jack Struntz finds himself in an 0-2 hole on a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. Holdgrafer looking for a very quick 1-2-3. Here's an 0-2. And just reaching out, grounding it to the right side. Penner charging to his right. The throw on the run is good to get Jack Struntz. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Tim Holdgrafer. And a phenomenal play by Andy DeJesus to help him through it. Top of the third, forthcoming. Otters with a 1-0 lead. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day, because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Top of the third, Otters with a 1-0 lead. It'll be Christopher Pujols, Andrew Penner, and Miles Gordon, 8-9-1, going up against Jake Fisher. Finishing off his first turn through the lineup and getting his first turn at bat in almost, what would you call it? Pretty shy of a month still. Let's say 3 weeks. First pitch to Christopher Pujols is in there for a strike. Pujols, who had to come out of a ball game against the Florence Yawls back on July 1st. It was a Thursday. Ended up being a 6-0 win for the Otters. But he would come out of the ball game, and he hits this one pretty well out towards center field. Gives Jairus Richards a little bit of trouble trying to read it. A hard hit out for Christopher Pujols in his first AB since taking a ground ball right on the nose. He broke it, had to have surgery. And while he was getting his swing timing back, following the surgery, had to take a week or so off of baseball. He was taking batting practice with a clear mask. Almost looked like, what would you call it? Legend of Zorro or Robin Hood, but with a clear plastic mask. As Andrew Penner bats, he's got a 1-1 count. Well, today, Pujols able to play without that mask. There's a hard hit ground ball past the backhand try by the third baseman, Jack Struntz, down the line and left. Penner around first. He's heading to second. He'll be there without a throw. Have to see how they rule that one, and Struntz will be slapped with an error. 2 bases for Andrew Penner on the defensive miscue. The Windy City Thunderbolts, that is their club's 51st error of the season. That does lead the Frontier League. Throw behind the runner. Of course, broadcasters make errors too, like calling it a weeg. Apparently, when you're looking to dress up on Halloween, you want to look like Elvis, you're going to wear a Frontier League, not a wig. Another step off here. Fisher looks back Penner to second. Miles Gordon bats. He doubled his first time up. And he shows bunt, bunts it down the first base line, though it rolls foul just as Gordon crosses over the baseball. The ball had made it halfway up the line at the same time Gordon did. Looked like it was a race toward first. But the foul ball will send Gordon back toward home. 0-1 the count on the Otters center fielder. Gordon, he plays a lot of baseball. What do you mean by that? Well, the Otters have played 48 games, and Gordon has started 47 of those contests in center field for Evansville. Here comes the 0-1, and he shows bunt again. Once more, though, he bunts it foul of first. Not a sacrifice situation. With Penner at second with 1 out, he's trying to bunt for a base hit. Which, bunting in motion, gotta imagine that's a little tougher than like a National League pitcher just trying to field a pitch, receive it, and toss it anywhere in front of home. Just hopefully not right back at the pitcher. Now with 1 out, the 0-2 is up and in. Bending out of the way, Gordon now sees the count draw even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. At least I think it is anyway. Scoreboard might be lagging behind, or someone's lost track of the count. Here's the 1-2. It misses off the plate. Scoreboard says 2-2. What do you think? Should we trust it? How about trust but verify? We're going to go ahead and pull up Point Streak Live. That's where you can follow the in-game action play-by-play for yourself as well. Another throw behind Penner. It gets into center field. However, the shortstop Martinez had almost tumbled over Penner, and meanwhile, Jairus Richards, the center fielder, was quick to get it. So Penner not thinking about advancing to third on that play. Could have been a costly 90 feet with only 1 out. What do you know? The scoreboard had it right. It is 2-2, the count on Gordon. There's an 81-mile-per-hour slider that misses low and away. And now the count full on the Otters' leadoff batter in the order, Miles Gordon. Runner at second, 1 out. Here's the payoff pitch. Breaking ball, good one. Gets Gordon swinging. Now there are 2 out in the top of the third. Second strikeout for Jake Fisher, extending his franchise record. Fisher struck out as many as 10 in 6 2/3 when the Thunderbolts faced the Joliet Slammers back on May 30th. It was Fisher's 30th win as a T-Bolt. put him into first possession, or what would you call it? Lone possession of first place? That's what it is. First pitch swing is to Jesus. Not able to make contact, 0-1. Sole possession of first place in the Thunderbolts record books in total wins. Runner in scoring position with 2 out. Here's the 0-1 to Davis. Off-speed delivery, stays upstairs. 1-1. Otters meeting the Thunderbolts for the 6th time this season. Record between the two clubs currently stands at 4-1 in the Otters' favor. 1-1. Bounces in front of home, but blocked by Jake Hirabayashi. Thunderbolts winning their first game of the season series yesterday morning. Otters had won the first 4 up until then. 2-1 is ripped up into the upper deck. Pulled it foul. Just barely sneaking over the top of the netting behind third. Jesus thought he probably had driven home a run in the top of the first. Hard hit ground ball that was speared by the third baseman Struntz. Now the 2-2 with 2 out. Breaking ball misses low and away. Very close pitch. Fisher smiling on the mound. It was a good breaking ball and an even better take by DeJesus. J.R. Davis waits on deck. Top of the third inning. Otters lead by a run. It's 1-0 the score. Penner at second. With 2 out, here's the 3-2. Breaking ball stays upstairs, and trotting down to first with a 2-out walk is Andy DeJesus. Now runners at first and second for J.R. Davis. And we are going to have a trainer come out here to take a look at Jake Fisher. That's Jared Sadler, along with manager Brian Smith. And now the whole infield is coming to take a look at Jake Fisher. Don't know what he's taking a look at. He almost looked like he might have been stumbling for a moment on the mound. Might just be testing out his foot. Left leg. He seems to be testing on the mound itself, the artificial mound. And Jake Fisher's going to come out of this ball game. We will have a new pitcher to tell you about. Hate to see that. Fisher, 30 years old. Signed with the Thunderbolts back on April 1st. We'll see if they go to a left-hander or a right-hander, trying to see which way he's holding the glove. Okay, it's a right-hander. Number 29, that's Lane Schnitz-Paxton. The Otters saw him Tuesday. Schnitz-Paxton pitched a scoreless 8th inning. 1-2-3. He faced J.R. Davis in that frame. That'll be his first assignment here. He'll get as many warm-up tosses as he'd like. Make sure he's ready following the injury to Jake Fisher. Schnitz-Paxton was able to get J.R. Davis to ground out to short when the two last faced one another. Tuesday night. Curious point here, this has already been somewhat of a long inning. Long at bat to Miles Gordon. Long at bat to Andy DeJesus, who drew a walk. And then the error on the third baseman, Jack Struntz. That's why we've got two aboard and two out in the top of the third. Otters with a 1-0 lead. And now the inning continues to carry on as Lane Schnitz-Paxton warms in relief of Jake Fisher. It will be interesting to see how that affects Tim Holdgrafer. Will the extra rest be good for his arm, or you don't want a guy to lose the field too much? Sometimes you'll hear that mentioned when an offense for a club has a particularly long inning. It's not terribly uncommon for their starter to come back out a little rusty. So Holdgrafer will be looking to battle that, just looking ahead in this one. But he'll be happy if the Otters can use this extended inning to add to their 1-0 lead. Jake Fisher, he's going to be responsible for runners at first and second. He'll put his line together real quick, not too hard, through 2 2/3. Couple of base hits, 1 run, it's earned. 1 walk, 1 man reached on an error. Both of these runners would be unearned, by the way, charged to Fisher. And the wild pitch that scored Miles Gordon from third. In the top of the first. That's been our only offense to this point. Ryan Brown with you on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. Lane Schnitz-Paxton, the 6'3" right-hander, to relieve Jake Fisher. Schnitz-Paxton, the 23-year-old out of Napoleon, Ohio. They probably call it Napoleon. I've never been. Out of the University of Toledo. Rookie. In the Thunderbolts bullpen. Would have to imagine he'll be asked to work a couple of innings. Schnitz-Paxton has started 3 games already this season for the Thunderbolts, though he's been used predominantly as a reliever. Penner's making his 11th appearance, 0-2 his record, .665 the earned run average. 23 innings of work, 20 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 29 base hits. Now J.R. Davis stands in there following the injury. We're ready to resume. First pitch, breaking ball, misses inside, almost gets a piece of Davis. Penner at second, DeJesus at first. 2 out, top of the third inning. Number 3 batter, J.R. Davis, rounded out to second his last time. The 1-0, breaking ball, taken out towards center. Coming in a couple of steps, Jairus Richards, who gloves it for the final out of the Otters half the third. They lead at 1-0 still, as Lane Schnitz-Paxton comes on in relief of Jake Fisher following the injury and strands a couple of base runners. We head to the bottom of the third, Otters with that 1-0 lead, and you're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Bottom of the third from Mozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois. The Otters going up against the Windy City Thunderbolts. 1-0 the score. Evansville with the lead. Holdgrafer, Tim Holdgrafer that is. He's back on the mound. He misses high with a pitch to Bryn Martinez. Martinez, Hirabayashi, and Robertson to bat 8-9-1. First time Martinez seeing Holdgrafer this season. The 1-0 is cut on and missed, 1-1. Holdgrafer making his 8th start of the season. But his first against the Thunderbolts. 1-1. Foul back to the left. Out of play. Holdgrafer worked a 1-2-3 bottom half of the second. That felt like a long time ago. And with a little bit of speculation, go ahead and try and report as the 1-2 is lined out to the second baseman, Andrew Penner. Hard hit out number 1. That Mike Victor home plate umpire, it looked like he had gestured. Well, he certainly gestured to Tim Holdgrafer and looked like he might have said, listen, that was a long top half of the third, given the injury to Jake Fisher, came out of the ball game. So Lane Schnitz-Paxton had as long as he had liked to warm up, of course. And so it looked like Mike Victor might have said to Holdgrafer, hey, go ahead and throw a couple extra. The on-field promotion was taking a little bit of time to wrap up and said, you know what, go ahead, toss a couple. I won't tell nobody. Here comes Jake Hirabayashi. Takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0, he shows bunt, bunts it hard. Foul of third.
Continues to warm up out there. Remember, we got sprinklers down the right and left field line, along with dump tank behind home plate. Lots of water themed activities today on this last day.
Now a 1-1 count on Hirabayashi. Played in game 1. As the 1-1's in there for a strike, Hirabayashi was the starting third baseman. In Tuesday night's game, he went 0 for 3, the former 39th round pick of the Minnesota Twins back in 2019. Holdgrafer looking for the strikeout. Here comes the 1-2. And that miss perhaps just a touch low. Would have been also outside. Now the count even. Here comes the wind. The 2-2. Fouls it off to the right, out of play. They'll do it again. Holdgrafer, last time on the mound against the Florence Yalls, it was back in Florence. He went up against the changeup specialist the Otters have now seen twice, Kevin Hahn. Kevin Hahn, who was formerly of California University Stanislaus State. Stanislaus State, California University. Now there was an interesting note back in that game. The 2-2 on its way. And a half swing, but a full swing nonetheless, as Hirabayashi wanted to hold up. It's a strikeout for Holdgrafer on the breaking ball that was low and in. The third K for Holdgrafer, able to induce the swing and a miss. Holdgrafer the last time out, again went up against Kevin Hahn, Stanislaus State product, played Division II out in California. Well, Holdgrafer was also a California collegiate pitcher. Out for Cal Poly at Pomona. First pitch now to Peyton Robertson. Struck out looking his first time. Is in there for a strike. Well, back in 2019, his senior season, Tim Holdgrafer threw a 9-inning no-hitter. Only the second in Cal Poly at Pomona's program history. The line, the 0-1. Pitch misses outside, 1-1. Now, the first no-hitter for Cal Poly had been tossed back in 2003. Now, go ahead and guess against whom. Would you believe it was Kevin Hahn, that night's starting pitcher for the Florence Yalls, as the 1-1 is grounded foul of third. His alma mater. That's right, Stanislaus State, one of the California university schools. One-two. Little looper out toward shallow left center. Andy DeJesus gave it as much of a run and a try as he could. Miles Gordon could not get there either. And there's the first base hit of the ball game for the Thunderbolts. A looper to left center for Peyton Robertson. 2 out, now runner aboard. Just the second base runner. The only other Cal Poly Bronco to throw a no-hitter, again, that was back in 2003, it was against Stanislaus State, was Efren Lira. Efren Lira, who was a 17th round draft pick of the Atlanta Braves back in 1999, but he hung around following his senior year of high school to pitch 4 years in college ball. Getting that 2003 no-hitter, first pitch to Dan Robinson in there for a strike. And fell to the 36th round. Again, selection to the Atlanta Braves just a year later in 2000, and then went undrafted. A little jump off first. Holdgrafer, quick move over to Riley Crane. Able to get a hand back in there is Peyton Robertson. Efren Lira, by the way, the only other Cal Poly Bronco to throw a no-hitter. Would end up pitching in the Colorado Rockies organization, though he was not drafted by them. In 2004 and 2005. Making it as high as A-Ball Asheville, the Asheville Tourists back in 2005. Here is a looper again out toward left. That's going to fall in front of Christopher Pujols, who has to play it back on the high hop. And advancing to third on the high looper will be Peyton Robertson. Dan Robinson's aboard with back-to-back bloop base hits. Rob Calabrese now stands in with runners at the corners and 2 out. Bottom of the third inning. Otters and Tim Holdgrafer trying to maintain a slim 1-run lead. First pitch, breaking ball, and a good one. There for a strike at the knees, 0-1. Calabrese grounded out to the second baseman, Andrew Penner, his first time up. The 0-1. They go back to the breaking ball. It misses just low. Peyton Robertson at third, Dan Robinson at first. Facing Tim Holdgrafer, hoping to make it 3 scoreless. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a fly ball to shallow right. Very shallow right. Andrew Penner out toward the line, makes the catch for the final out of the third. Tim Holdgrafer able to work out a little bit of trouble. Not too much trouble, though. Just a couple of bloop base hits, and then gets Calabrese to pop out to the second baseman, Andrew Penner. We're through 3. Otters lead 1-0. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live here at Ozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Top of the fourth inning, Riley Crane bats. Takes a fastball from Lane Schnitz-Paxton. The outside, I guess just off the outside part of the plate, 1-0. And the 1-0 is taken out toward right field. Robinson going back toward the track, looking up, and it's off the scoreboard. Riley Crane lets it fly. A solo shot to right against his former club, and the Otters lead it 2-0 in the top of the fourth. Riley Crane cranks it out of here. Hitting home run number 8 on the season, RBI 41. It was in this ballpark he hit the first home run of his professional career back on his birthday, June 28, 2017. And not only was it his first home run in his pro career on that day, on his birthday, he would go ahead and make it his first multi-homer day. Great memories here at Ozinga Field for Riley Crane, and he adds another with the home run that extends the Otters' lead to 2 in the top of the fourth. Now Elijah McNamee bats, following an 0-1 foul ball. He's down in the count, 0-2. Pitch coming from Schnitz-Paxton. Ground ball back up the middle. There's a base hit. Elijah McNamee aboard. Otters looking to break out the bats. They were stymied last night. And though they won Tuesday, not the most offensive production we've seen by the Otters, scoring 3 runs. Only 1 through the first 5 innings. They scored their second and third runs of that one to the top of the 6th. Well, here the Otters trying to break out for some early now mid-game runs. Andredi Cordero bats with a runner aboard and nobody out. First pitch, it's a slow roller, charging shortstop Martinez. He'll only have a play at first on the run, and he gets Cordero for the first out.
Catcher, number 7, Dakota Phillips.
6-3 ground ball. McNamee advances to scoring position as Dakota Phillips stands in. Grounded into a 1-6-3 fielder's choice. Comebacker to Jake Fisher at the time. Lane Schnitz-Paxton working in relief following the injury in the top of the third. First pitch behind the 91-mile-per-hour fastball is Phillips, 0-1. Paxton, he's checking the runner at second. Now he deals the 0-1. Fouled to the netting. Phillips will have to battle here, down 0-2. Otters the daytime ball game with a win. They could move into a first place tie as the 0-2 is cut on and missed for the second out. Phillips upset with himself. Goes to bend the bat following the strikeout. Now there are two down. McNamee still in scoring position for Christopher Pujols. Otters saying with a win before the Y'alls play can move into a first place tie with Florence. Of course, if the Southern Illinois Miners manage to carry out the sweep of the Y'alls, then with a win, the Otters could take back sole possession of first place. First pitch to Christopher Pujols. Breaking ball misses low and away. Pujols, there's never an injury that's well timed, is there? Well, his broken nose came at a particularly poor one. Pujols had seen that batting average start to climb and was 4 for his last 12 with 2 doubles and 4 ribbies in his last 3 games before the injury. The 1-0. Another breaking pitch from Schnitz-Paxton. It's called a strike in the lower outside part of the plate. 1-1. One home in the inning. The Riley Crane home run. The 1-1. 3 sliders in a row from Schnitz-Paxton. The 1-1 is called a strike. Third consecutive 2-strike count. 3 back-to-back-to-back batters for Schnitz-Paxton. The 1-2 goes to the fastball, missing just low and away. Count evens on Christopher Pujols. Former Mets farmhand going up against the Thunderbolts rookie, Lane Schnitz-Paxton. Here comes the 2-2. A breaking ball. It's a slow roller toward third. Struntz charging, and by the time he picks it up on the bare hand, he has no throw. It's going to be a 2-out single for Christopher Pujols. Now runners at the corners with 2 out.
Second baseman, number 17, Andrew Pinner.
Andrew Pinner. He hit a hard ground ball to the third baseman, Jack Struntz. That scooted under the glove of the Thunderbolts' third baseman for a 2-base error his last time up. First pitch. Fastball misses in. 1-0 the count on Penner. With McNamee off third, Pujols off first, Otters with a 2-0 lead in the top of the fourth. Here comes the 1-0. Pujols breaks for second. No throw down with the runner at third from Jake Hirabayashi. It's a stolen base for Pujols. So I got a question for you. brought this up the other day. Of course, you're familiar with late in the ball game. Say it's a blowout. Losing team has the 2-0. There's a called strike inside part of the plate on the slider. Let's say they've got a runner at first base, and let's say it's the road club. It's the top of the ninth inning, and the runner at first on a pitch with one out just advances to second. No infielders go to the bag. As the 2-1 misses low, appeal down to the first base umpire, Mike Zawinski. No swing on Penner, now a 3-1 count. And the scorer will rule that defensive indifference. There are no middle infielders, no reason to slap the catcher, whose numbers it often reflects, with a stolen base. His time is called. So they'll rule it a defensive indifference. Well, you almost wonder, why not use that more often? Like right then, catcher's not going to throw down. Okay, here's the 3-1, and it's a ground ball shot through the right side of the infield. This will plate McNamee. Pujols around third. The throw is cut off by Rob Weishire. So the Otters will score 2 on the 2-out RBI single to right field for Andrew Penner. It's now a 4-0 ball game in the top of the 4th. And Weishire, the first baseman, looked pretty upset with himself for cutting off the throw that looked to be possibly on target and might have made it a bang-bang play at the plate. Now it's Miles Gordon. Throw over to first. Penner dives back safely. Gordon 1 for 2, doubled, scored a run in the first inning. First pitch to him, misses outside. For Penner, RBI's 8 and 9 on the season. Ground ball off the pitcher's mound. Sliding stop by Martinez. The throw to first is in time to get Miles Gordon, as it was behind the first base bag, and stretching to his right was Weishire, and Andy McCauley can't believe the call. The first base umpire, Mike Zawinski, was positioned behind the first base bag, which is where the first baseman, Rob Weishire, was pulled off out of position. Andy McCauley, he is arguing with Zawinski and gesturing toward home plate umpire Mike Victor, asking for him to take a second look at the call, I'm sure. And McCauley is having quite the exchange with Zawinski. Firing off a mouthful at the first base umpire. We're going to take a look to see if the Otters skipper will be heading for the tunnel or resuming his post at the top of the dugout steps. We'll keep it right here following the conclusion of the 3-run fourth for the Otters. It's a 4-0 ball game. Taking a look at the outfield. All infielders are resuming to position. So no ejection as manager Andy McCauley heads to the top of the dugout steps. It's a 4-0 ball game. We'll send it to a quick break. Otters lead by 4 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, Being an Otter, be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
First pitch to Jairus Richards. Called strike inside part of the plate. Bottom of the fourth inning. Otters with a 4-0 lead. Tim Holdgrafer back on the mound. He was able to leave a couple stranded. Just 2 bloop base hits. He faces Jairus Richards, who flied out to center his first time up. Want to remind you that you can follow along with the Evansville Otters just about anywhere you go. As the 1-1 is bunted foul, 1-2. By subscribing to our YouTube page, liking the videos you come across, that also helps out too, even these audio broadcasts. Subscribe so you don't miss any of those videos, and then head on over to our social media accounts to take a look at the Otters Facebook page. And you can find that as Evansville Otters. Also, their Twitter feed. Which is at Eville Otters. The 1-2 was fouled off. Here it comes again. And that skips in front of the plate, 2-2. Two and two now is fouled off right at the plate by Richards. Otters scored 3. The top of the fourth. Inning got started with a solo shot to right from Riley Crane. Wind another 2-2. And that misses just off the outer edge. Count now full on Jairus Richards. Wow, Windy City. Some fine aromas wafting into the press box. Smells like, do you guys smell donuts? Here comes the 3-2. That's grounded foul. Oh, shoots into the Otters dugout. Hope it didn't catch anybody napping on the bench. Looks like everyone's okay down there. Richards went 1 for 2 last night with a couple walks. Plenty of stolen bases to boot. Here's a fly ball toward right. McNamee ranging into the gap. Makes the catch for out. Numero. That's not how you say that in Spanish, I don't think. 1. Or uno. It'll bring up Rob Weishire. Weishire struck out in his first at bat. First pitch, breaking ball. Flies out of the hand of Holdgrafer and stings Weishire, who trots down to first on a hit by pitch. First free pass issued by Tim Holdgrafer since the first inning, when he walked Dan Robinson with 1 out. Now Zach Rakusin bats. Weishire aboard. First pitch Go back to the breaking ball, reestablish that good feel, and he's able to spin it for a strike, 0-1. Holdgraver set, now the 0-1. 86-mile-per-hour pitch there, maybe a slider, cutter. Missed up and in. One line drive out towards center field. Miles Gordon. We will have it on a hop. Hardest hit ball of the day for the Windy City Thunderbolts. Zach Rakusin aboard of the base hit. It brings up Jack Struntz. He is 0 for 1. Grounded out to the second baseman, Andrew Penner's first time up. They would take another ground ball like that right here. Runners at first and second, one out. First pitch. And it's a hard ground ball to Penner. What do you know? He tosses onto DeJesus at the bag. Then it goes to Riley Crane. 4-6-3. Double play. Yeah, that'll do it. There's 4 scoreless for Tim Holdgraver. The Otters lead 4-0 going into the top of the 5th. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Keep up with the scores, don't stop till you get enough. Keep up with the scores, don't stop till you get enough. Oh, top of the 5th, Otters with a 4-0 lead. A little bit of MJ on the PA system here at Ozinga Field. In Crestwood, Illinois, Otters put up a 3-spot in the top of the 4th. Riley Crane cranked it out of here with a home run to lead things off in that inning, and then Andrew Penner, an RBI base hit, make it a 2-ribby hit to the right side of the infield, extending the Otters' lead to an even 4. First pitch to Andy DeJesus. facing Lane Schnitz-Paxson. He takes a strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1. Jesus walked in his previous plate appearance. The 0-1. Back to 88. Back inside. Misses in. 1-1. Great day for baseball. And an early one. Otters will be headed to Sauget, Illinois, to play the Gateway Grizzlies after this one. The 1-1. This is low and away. 2 balls and a strike. And they're hoping to be riding the wind bus to St. Louis. Louis. Taking the rubber match of a 3-game series with the Windy City Thunderbolts. Here comes the 2-1. That's cut on and missed. 2-2 now. Otters also looking for their 30th win of the season. For the first half of the year, on pace to win 58 games, which is no slouch, as the 2-2 misses low. Oh, don't sell yourself short, Judge. That'd be pretty funny to use for an umpire, wouldn't it? They're kind of like judges. They were black. Full count offering. Ground ball to the right side. To his left, the second baseman who bobbles it, Peyton Robertson. And the play at the bag, Andy DeJesus tumbles over first. The out call made by Mike Slawinski. And Andy DeJesus, oh boy, I hope he's okay out there. He slammed the helmet down following the play, and you almost wonder if he did that with the main frustration being that he might have injured or re-injured what I would imagine with the accoutrements, I guess you could call them, that are around his right hand. Athletic trainer Sarah Zirk on to talk with DeJesus. He could have been upset with the out call, and his hand was also just hurting from a result of a tumble. Could have been unrelated. But we shall see if he resumes his defensive duties at short the next half inning. 1 out now for J.R. Davis. Certainly wishing Andy DeJesus all the best. First pitch to Davis is a called strike. And the fastball 90 miles per hour, 0-1. Back-to-back bang-bang plays over at first for first base umpire Mike Slawinski to try and read. It was a bang-bang play that ended the top of the fourth for the Otters. As the 0-1 is fouled back to that inning, 0-2. That looked as if the first baseman, Rob Weishire, had been pulled off the bag on the throw from the shortstop, Bryn Martinez, up the right field line. And it was up the right field line where Mike Slawinski was also placed, where he was standing as the 0-2 misses low and away. Now, he said that Rob Weishire's foot was still on the bag, and Otter skipper Andy McCauley vehemently disagreed. The 1-2 is a fly ball, shallow right. Major league pop-up there as Dan Robinson comes in to call off the second baseman, Peyton Robertson, for the second out. Riley Crane homered his last time up. Riley, crank him out of here, as he's called back at Bosse Field. One Mr. K.J. Thomas. Really a slogan engineer as well. First pitch to Crane is fouled up and over the netting. Bounces atop the roofing in the press box. Outside of it, of course. KJ Thomas, the director of operations at Bosse Field, who has donned Riley Crane, Mr. Crank him out of here. The 0-1. Grounded foul of first. Crane, who clubbed his 8th home run of the season. Just an AB ago. With 2 out, the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And getting the best of Riley Crane is Ryan Hare, the reliever who works a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 5th. Halfway home, the Otters lead it 4-0. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named the world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
Bottom 5, Otters with a 4-0 lead. Bryn Martinez, Jake Hirabayashi, and Peyton Robertson. 8-9-1. Facing Tim Holdgrafer, who's blanked the Thunderbolts through the first 4. The 1-0 in there for a strike. The 1-1. Breaking ball fouled off at the plate. 1-2. Holdgrafer, who is sporting a different looking smile these days. Holdgrafer said years ago he had lost part of his front tooth and had to get it replaced by, well, I don't know if you call that a filling, do you? It's almost like a little bit of a false insert, common among hockey players. 1-2 misses in. Well, apparently, as the 2-2 misses outside, now the count is full on Martinez. The story goes that Holdgrafer was in the last week or so, I believe it might have been in his last start with Florence, as the 3-2 is fouled off to the left. Christopher Pujols has a look, but it bounces in foul territory. Well ahead of him, 3-2. Where while gritting his teeth, that filling, that false part of his tooth popped out. So the next day, walking around the ballpark, you could see Tim Holdgrafer with a different looking smile. Ground ball deep in the hole. Sliding stop by Penner on to first. He got him. Penner ranged deep to his left. Went down to his knees to make the sliding stop in shallow right field. Then threw on to Crane for the first out of the inning. Nifty defense from the Otters. And I'm sure it elicited a toothy grin from Tim Holdgrafer. Jake Hirabayashi bats. First pitch is popped up, back, and out of play. Bounces on top of the roof. For the ballpark here at Ozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois. Otters will be heading out to Gateway, as you know, after the game. Not too far away for the weekend series, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The 0-1 is in there for a strike, going 2. Don't know what you're up to over the weekend, but always a fun time to take a look at St. Louis. Favorite home of one Director of Communications, Mr. Preston Leinenbach. Favorite place of his to catch a baseball game, his Redbirds. Is the 0-2 breaking ball swung over the top for the strikeout. There are 2 gone, and that is K number 4 for Holdgrafer. You come on out and watch the Otters play.
Second baseman number 24, Peyton Robertson.
Go up there to the loo, they call it. Head out to the loo. Get yourself one of them ribs. Come on, get yourself some of them ribs. Here comes Peyton Robertson. He's 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. Bloop base hit. First pitch to him is a called strike. 0-1. Holdgrafer looking for his second 1-2-3 inning of the day. 0-1 fastball at 90. This is upstairs, 1-1. One ball, one strike pitch is a breaking ball. It's fouled off to the right and out of play. Then the Otters will return home Tuesday through Thursday. July 27th through 29th to go up against the Florence Yawls. 3-game series. Top 2 clubs in the West Division. It's going to be big. 1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks to end the 5th for Tim Holdgrafer. He struck out 5 through 5 scoreless. The Otters have a 4-0 lead as they head to the top of the 6th. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Elijah McNamee is 1 for 2. He bats in the top of the 6th inning. Pitch in there for a strike, going 1. He faces Ryan Hare. The Otters a 4-run lead, 4-1 the score, 4-0 the score. You see, believe it or not, 4 minus 1 is actually 3, not 4. Here's an 0-1 fly ball to right. Dan Robinson approaching the line, makes the catch. 1 down. Ryan Hare on the hill right now for the Thunderbolts, second reliever after Jake Fisher, their starter, had to exit the ball game with 2 out and 2 aboard. In the top of the 3rd, Lane Schnitz-Paxton would come in. He would work an inning and a third, giving up 4 hits. And with those 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned as Andredi Cordero takes a pitch outside. 1-0. Including a home run to Riley Crane off Lane Schnitz-Paxton. Then Ryan Hare pitched a 1-2-3 5th inning, the first 1-2-3 that a Thunderbolts pitcher has been able to record today without having at least 1 base runner. 1-1. Another breaking ball. Once again, fouled off the plate by Cordero. Now the count moves to 1-2. Cordero's 1 for 2. Single back in the 2nd. Low was erased on a double play. 1-6-3 went the ground ball. 1-2 on its way. And this is hammered, but looks like it's hooking foul down the line and left. Indeed it does. Cordero, the powerful bat, led the Texas League in Double-A with RBIs back in 2019. 1-2, swing and a miss at the breaking ball. Has Cordero spinning like a corkscrew. He's now 1 for 3 following the strikeout. Great pitch from Ryan Hare, who now has punched the ticket of his 2nd Otter. And it looks like we might be going to a pitching change here. I guess they want the lefty-on-lefty matchup. Ryan Hare will be coming out of this one as Brian Smith comes out to relieve him. We'll tell you about who comes on in relief of Ryan Hare with 2 out in the top of inning number 6. Otters with a 4-0 lead. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Cal Juraskovich makes his Windy City Thunderbolts debut. The top of the sixth inning with 2 out and on the board. Dakota Phillips bats. Otters with a 4-0 lead. First pitch from Juraskovich. 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Up and in. Came over from the Gary South Shore Railcats. Signed by the club July 20th. Hey, that was Tuesday. Here's a little looper. One hopper to the third baseman. In on the hands was the pitch on Phillips. He pushed it toward the third baseman, Jack Strunk, who tossed on to first for the final out of the inning. Well, there you go. There's a nice little Thunderbolts debut for you, Cal Juraskovich. 2 pitches, 1 out, and we head to the bottom of the 6th. 4-0 our score. Otters with the lead on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Otters up on the Windy City Thunderbolts, 4-zip. Dan Robinson, Rob Calabrese, and Jarris Richards, 2, 3, and 4, facing Tim Holdgraper. He wants 6 scoreless. First pitch, a strike on the outside part of the plate to Robinson. who is 1 for 1 with a walk, singled his last time up. Holdgrafer looking for what would be his second 6-inning scoreless appearance this season. Backhanded by Penner on the hard ground ball to the second baseman. It was a sliding stop. He gets up to his feet, fires and throws, and gets the speedy Robinson by a couple of steps. Still some phenomenal defense from the Otters infield. Dakota Phillips comes out to have a word with Tim Holdgrafer ahead of the at-bat from Rob Calabrese. Who used to wear the Otters uniform himself. First pitch. Pop up right side. Phillips to have a look. But it bounces about 3 rows back behind home. Calabrese, can't remember if I told you that he went 1 for 4 last Tuesday night. But to this point, he is 0 for 2, so go ahead and make that 1 for 6 against his former club in this series. As the 0-1 is fouled back to the netting. 0-2. Oh, and 2 pitch. That misses low below the knees. Calabrese, the former 10th round pick of the San Francisco Giants back in 2017. Played in Evansville alongside Dakota Phillips and Elijah McNamee in the 2019 Division Championship winning season. 1-2 misses in, 2-2. Temperature now registering at 90 degrees. So we hit the bottom of the hour. The 2-2. Fouled off to the right out of play. They'll do it again. Good day for splash day. 2-2. Calabrese, he's hanging with it. Fouls off another 90-mile-per-hour fastball from Holdgrafer. Holdgrafer, he's an easygoing fella. Must have been asked half a dozen times when he first came to camp, is it Holdgrafer or Holdgraffer? And he said, either way's fine. The 2-2 popped up and popped back out of play. He'll do the 2-2 dance again. Finally, able to learn that the preferred pronunciation is Holdgrafer, but just barely. Kind of reminds you of the old story about how Ulysses S. Grant got his name. Going with the flow. But a fierce competitor on the mound. 2-2, grounded to third. Backpedaling is Cordero. The throw well off the mark. Crane had to run toward home down the first base line. And Rob Calabrese is aboard with what you would think has to be ruled the Otters' first error, and indeed it is.
Center fielder number 32, Jarvis Richards.
Well, see if you can't get another ground ball. Ideally, you could really order it up, or what do the kids call it these days? Manifest How about a ground ball to the hot corner? Andretti Cordero just helped pick him back up, turn the double play, and clean things up nicely. Holdgraper comes set. First pitch is a ground ball to the pitcher. To DeJesus at the bag. Now to first. 1-6-3. Zip, zap, kazoo. The Otters turn 2. We head to the top of the 7th. Otters maintain that 4-0 lead, and Holdgraper is through 6 scoreless. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Christopher Pujols bats at the top of the 7th inning, 4-0 the score. Evansville has been leading the Thunderbolts since all the way back in the 1st inning. Looking for a win in this rubber match. Latter third of the ballgame. Ryan Brown with you on the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. It's still Cal Juraskovich. As the 1-0 likewise misses outside. Left-hander, Juraskovich, 6'4", 240 pounds, the Chicago, Illinois native, Davenport University product. His first pro season. Throws low 90s fastball as a lefty. 2-0 cut on and missed. Well, that's prototypical stuff that would get affiliated clubs interested. Cal Juraskovich, I'm sure if you gave him the option, wouldn't mind becoming the next T-Bolts big leaguer. As the 2-1 is cut on and missed. The Thunderbolts had an alumnus graduate to the big leagues earlier this year, right before the season started, in the middle of spring training back on May 17th. Tommy Nance made his big league debut with the Chicago Cubs as the 2-2 misses above the belt. Now the count full on Pujols. Since then, however, Nance has been demoted back down to the AAA Iowa club. But he did have a pretty good stint in the big leagues. As the 3-2 misses upstairs, it's a leadoff walk for Christopher Pujols that will bring Andrew Penner to the plate. Will be followed by Miles Gordon. He pitched in 19 games. That's more than most can say. 21 in the third innings of work. 5.06 the earned run average, though, through those 19 games. And he struck out 23 in 21 and a third. Not the first big leaguer that the ThunderBolts have sent in their now 22-year history in the Frontier League. And here's a popped-up bunt attempt. Back is the catcher. That is Jake Hirabayashi, who is able to glove it toward the home side's on-deck circle and retire Penner for the first out.
Center fielder number 6, Miles Gordon.
Interestingly, these clubs share a one-day Frontier Leaguer turned big leaguer. Andrew Warner of the San Diego Padres, both a Windy City Thunderbolt and an Evansville Otter. Matthew saw some time with the Padres. Cup of coffee, first pitch called a strike. On Miles Gordon, who bats now. The runner goes. Pujols will slide into second without a throw. That's his second stolen base of the ball game. Christopher Pujols pulling off the wheels, and he goes ahead and says to Andrew Penner, hey, I'll pick you up on the failed bunt attempt. I'll just get to second myself. How's that sound? Pitch, it sounds pretty good. One out, runner in scoring position. Now the 0-2 to Gordon. And there is a breaking ball that goes all the way to the backstop, and now Christopher Pujols advances to third on the wild pitch. He's 90 feet away from home with less than 2 out. Of course, the other former Otter to play in the big leagues, George Sherrill. Infield comes in, the 1-2. And that's fouled off at the plate. Looks like it got a piece of Jake Hirabayashi. Home plate umpire Mike Fichter will go dust off home plate. Apparently, I'm told that wasn't done at all yesterday. How about that? Miles Gordon hoping to add some insurance in the top of 7th. Christopher Pujols, he's at third. With 1 out, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. 95 on the gun from Juraskovich. Wow. It's quite the heater.
Number 2, Andy DeJesus.
Now there are 2 gone. Pujols still at third. Talking about MLB alumni of the Frontier League, Windy City Thunderbolts and Evansville Otters. There's also a little bit of an interesting this date in baseball history note for July 22nd. That relates to Otters skipper Andy McCauley and one of his 3 big leaguers. First pitch to Andy DeJesus, misses upstairs, 1-0. It was until 2008 that Boo Ferris of the Boston Red Sox held the American League record for consecutive inning scoreless streak to begin a career. He set it in 1945. Also by coincidence on this day that Boo Sherrill, back in 1945, picked up his 17th win of his rookie season. 17th, by the way, in July. 2-0. That misses upstairs, 3 balls and a strike. And might let this breathe just to have some time to guess. Would you happen to know who broke Boo Ferris's record in 2008 and who happens to be a former ball player under the tutelage of one Mr. Andy McCauley. As the 3-0 is in there for a strike. Runner at third, 2 out, and a 3-1 count on DeJesus. Swing and a miss behind the fastball. I'll give you another hint. Formerly played under Andy McCauley with the Schaumburg Flyers of the Northern League before the Boomers came into existence. 3-2, reaches out, fouls it back to the netting. So DeJesus stays alive in this run-scoring opportunity. Juroskovich looks down. Comes set at the belt. 3-2. There's a broken bat, ground ball to the shortstop Martinez. DeJesus busting down the line, but the throw will beat him. Cal Juroskovich able to leave Christopher Pujols stranded at third with nobody out. We head to stretch time at Ozinga Field. The Otters with a 4-0 lead. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live. When we come back, the answer to that little bit of trivia for you on this date in baseball history.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Bottom of the 7th inning, 4-0 the score. Tim Holdgraper looking to go 7 scoreless now. He has blanked the Thunderbolts for his first 6 innings. Rob Weishire stands in. The 0-1 pitch is cut on and missed. Breaking ball from Holdgraper. With an out here, he would match the season high 6 1/3 innings of work. And for the rookie right-hander, that is also a career high. 0-2 misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rob Weishire, who is 0 for 1. Was hit by a pitch his last time up. The 1-2. That misses away. 89-mile-per-hour fastball. Bigger miss that time from Holdgrafer, so it will be interesting to take a look at him. Not to put him under a microscope, but getting later into the ball game, feeling a little tired. Hey, better to miss off the plate than over the plate. 2-2. Breaking pitch. This is low and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Rob Weishire, the former Terre Haute Wreck. Is that what you think you'd call a former Terre Haute Rex ball player? They're the Terre Haute Rex, like R-E-X, like King, like T-Rex. 3-2, punches out Rob Weishire. 91 on the fastball at the knees in the inside part of the plate.
Left fielder, number 21.
One down in the bottom of the 7th. Go ahead and hold up any of that talk of missing or being tired. That was perfect placement for the 2-strike fastball. Holdgrafer notches his 6th strikeout. Now faces Zach Rakusin, 1 for 2. First pitch breaking ball is a called strike. And Rakusin can't believe the call. 0-1. And another breaking ball is shot foul of first. Longest an Otter has gone this season. Ryan O'Reilly went 7 2/3 against the Florence Yawls a week ago yesterday, as the Mad Dog, Chris Russo, would say. Busy day today for the Otters. Line the 0-2. And there's a fastball that misses just off the outer edge, and Tim Holdgrafer gives a little snarl toward home. I think deservedly so. One and two, breaking ball taken out toward center field. Back a few steps is Miles Gordon, ranging toward the track. He makes the catch. Now there are 2 out. And there you have it. Now a new distance record for Tim Holdgrafer. 1 out away from making it 7 scoreless. Most shutout frames, the Otters posted this season. First pitch fouled back to the netting. Would be Ryan O'Reilly with that 7 2/3 inning start. However, 1 run would score off him in the 8th with the reliever on the mound. So the run was charged to him. He left with runners at first and second and 2 out. The wind the 0-1. Breaking ball misses outside, 1-1. Then the longest purely shutout performance then, where an Otters starter blanked the opposing side through all of his innings of work as the 1-1 misses behind the batter. The breaking ball, 2-1. That would be Braden Scott, who threw 7 shutout innings in his pro debut against the Joliet Slammers back on June 24th, just southwest of us here at Ozingo Field. 2-1, breaking ball. 89-mile-per-hour fastball outside part of the plate. Thought it had some lateral movement. Now the count even on Strunk with 2 out and a 2-2 count. Looking to blank him through 7. 2-2. And a little slider from Holdgrafer. This is low and away, able to hold up. Here's Jack Struntz. Here comes the payoff pitch now. Ground ball deep in the hole, backhanded by DeJesus. The jump throw over to first, it's good. It beats Jack Struntz. And Andy DeJesus helps Tim Holdgrafer through 7 scoreless innings. A personal record for the Otters rookie right-hander. We head to the top of the 8th, 4-0 the score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
J.R. Davis bats in the top of the 8th inning. First pitch he sees. He takes out towards center, and it drops in for a base hit. Second baseman Peyton Robertson was going out as far as he could go. Yes, sir. But he could not track it down, and it's a base hit for J.R. Davis. Off of Kyle Johnson, right-hander, on in relief of Kyle Jaroskovich. Kyle Johnson, the 6'5", 225-pound San Diego, California native. In his rookie pro ball season, now faces Riley Crane, who homered back in the 4th. Otters with a 4-0 lead in the top of the 8th. First pitch in there for a strike, going 1. Riley Crane is there, and he is 1 for 3 with a homer. Went to right field. Right field, right. Let's think about the Gary South Shore Railcats. As Yoan misses out, 1-1. Cal Jaroskovich having a little bit of time there. Gary, Indiana, Song and the Music Man, which I have not seen, but there's an opening number in that one where a bunch of guys are on a train, and they're all doing that kind of sing-songy talk sound. They sound a little bit like, and J.R. Davis is off of first with the man at the plate, and his name is Crane. At the plate, he's a man, he's a man, he's a bird, he's a man. That sort of deal. It would get very tiring to hear me do it. But imagine if that would be kind of cool to hear if a broadcaster could do that bit. That would be like a little Abbott and Costello-y. Yeah. I'll have to work on it. We'll see. Riley Crane playing his former club, the ThunderBolts, where he got his professional debut, his professional start at Washburn University. The former Washburn University Ichabod, Crane, takes the ball outside, 2-1. When asked about that incredible coincidence of having a school's nickname, Washburn University, which, from my understanding, has no relation to Ichabod Crane. It's named after their founder, or one of their founders, as I am to understand it. It's the 2-1 Mrs. Loda Crane. Was asked, well, you must have been the biggest deal at Washburn University, playing baseball there, one of their best ball players, and you are literally Ichabod Crane. The 3-1 is a ground ball to the second baseman, Robertson. Flips to the bag at second for one. Martinez then to Weishire. 4-6-3 double play. 2 are gone on the top of the 8th. Well, when I asked Crane about this, he said, oh yeah, I knew, of course. Yeah, Ichabod Crane, it occurred to me. I said, well, people must have gone crazy. No. No one ever brought it up to him. Can you believe that? I just go for 4 years there, if I have that right. That'd be the greatest promotion of all time. Oh well. Can't win them all. First pitch to McNamee. There's a strike. 0-1. Crane, though, he's heard, I'm sure, all those Washburn University Ichabod puns. Or at least thought of them. Again, said it wasn't brought up to him 4 years there, 2014 to 2017, as McNamee takes a ball up and in. He still was amused to hear the story of when he went up against, a few weeks ago, a reliever of the Schaumburg Boomers. 1-1 to McNamee, misses low. Chris Roycroft, who was from Sleepy Hollow. He still got a kick out of that. The Otters played the Schaumburg Boomers. That'll be a lot of good memories for Andy McCauley, who was with the Schaumburg Flyers for a number of years in the Northern League. Which brings us to a teaser we left out there about an inning ago. That's the 2-1 at 92. Well, Johnson is in for a strike, 2-2. McNamee 1 for 3, by the way, had a single back in the fourth. Of who was the former Northern League Schaumburg Flyer under Andy McCauley's tenure there, who would break Boo Ferris's American League record for consecutive scoreless innings to begin a big league career. 2-2 misses up and away. Because he accomplished this feat, the man in question, back in 2008, 13 years ago to this day, one of Andy McCauley's former big leaguers. It was left-handed reliever, former Arizona Diamondback and Oakland Athletic, Brad Ziegler. How about it? High chopper to third. Charging in is Struntz. The throw to first is just barely in time to get McNamee, who cannot believe it as he takes off his helmet in foul territory in shallow right field. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Otters lead it 4-0 here at Ozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois, on the south side of Chicago. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network. Looks like it'll be Taylor Wright on out of the bullpen in relief of Tim Holgrafer. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's. Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Before you danced the first dance, Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Fix up your home with Heritage. Our home improvement financing options can help you change your home now and pay for it over time. Upgrade your home. Make home repairs. Remodel a kitchen. Build a new deck. Add a new room. Remodel your bath. Update appliances. Whether it's a small weekend project or a large renovation, Heritage Federal Credit Union can help you finance your improvements today. Fix up your home with Heritage.
Taylor Wright relieves Tim Holdgrafer, who went 7 scoreless, allowing just 3 base hits. First pitch to Bryn Martinez, speared at first by Riley Crane. He takes it to the bag himself. 1 pitch, 1 out. There's some efficiency for you. Wright coming out of the bullpen. 0-3 is record, but .253. Very good earned run average. Making his 18th appearance of the season. He does have 1 save to his credit. 21 1/3 innings of work, 14 hits, 17 strikeouts to 9 walks. That being the stat line for Taylor Wright. See if you'll be asked to work 2 innings perhaps. The Otters with a 4-run lead, not a save situation. Wright getting his first action of the series. 1-0. There's a strike to Jake Hirabayashi, who is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Wright sent around the letters. Here comes the 1-1. The breaking ball is a liner to second. Andrew Penner loves it for the second out.
Second baseman number 24, Peyton Robertson.
It brings up Peyton Robertson, who is 1 for 3. Had 1 of the 3 hits recorded off of Tim Holdgrafer through his strong 7. First pitch, 87 miles per hour, the fastball from Taylor Wright. It's a strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 curveball, misses up and in. Bending his head out of the way, Peyton Robertson. Here is a fly ball toward left center. Christopher Pujols ranging into the gap, makes the catch. Miles Gordon lets him glove it. As it's a 1-2-3 inning for Taylor Wright in the bottom of the 8th. Last chance for the Otters to score a little insurance. They lead 4-0. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Top of the ninth inning. Otters maintaining a 4-0 lead. That's where the score has stood since the fourth. Top nine, Andretti Cordero, Dakota Phillips, and Christopher Pujols to bat against Danny Zardon. First pitch. Ground ball foul toward the Otters dugout. Ryan Brown with you, the booth at Ozinga Field, Crestwood, Illinois. Danny Zardon, now the sixth pitcher out of the Thunderbolts bullpen. Now, in some defense, as the 0-1 is fouled out to the right now to play, Jake Fisher, their starter, only managed to go 3 2/3. Lane Schnitz-Paxson, who would relieve him, had a 3-run fourth, so checks out when Ryan Hare comes in for the fifth. Then he gets 2 outs in the sixth. He's lifted for Kyle Juraskovich, who only lasts for 4 outs. He gets the last out of the sixth. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, Bryn Martinez. He's up with it. He tosses to first, and the pick bounces off the glove of the first baseman, Rob Weishire. The error allows Andretti Cordero, to reach. Second error of the evening for the Thunderbolts. Anyway, back to this pitching line recap, if you will. Kyle Juraskovich gets 4 outs. Kyle Johnson comes on, pitches a 1-2-3-8, and now Danny Zardon is on to pitch the ninth, while the club is down 4 runs. First pitch grounded to the right side, and it sneaks through. It's a base hit for Dakota Phillips. Runners at first and second, nobody out. It's one of those things that when you see 6 pitchers using a ball game, 5 relievers, you wonder, are they not playing tomorrow? But no, the Thunderbolts are on their way to Marion, Illinois to play the Miners. So you never know. What bullpen days are scheduled. An early morning day. It's possible that this is the Thunderbolts' way of getting some bullpen work in. Oh, 1 to Pujols. And here's a liner out toward right field. Coming in, though, is Daniel Robinson. He makes the catch. 1 out. Only other score to report on right now, Schaumburg Boomers behind the Joliet Slammers. 2-0 just north of the city of Chicago here. Gateway Grizzlies hosting the Lake Erie Crushers right at 6:45, and then a slate of 4 7:05ers. Lawrence at Southern, Quebec at Washington, New York at New Jersey. First pitch to Penner. This is outside, 1-0. Then Tri-City at Sussex County. Was a minor for the county. 1-0. Off to the right, out of play. 1-1. Penner, 2-run single. Last runs driven in. And the ball game back in the fourth. 1-1. Right above the belt for a strike, 1-2. Penner hit a ground ball to the right side that scored Elijah McNamee and Christopher Pujols from second and third. And he lifts one out. This one might be heading toward the line. Daniel Robinson, and it drops in fair territory. Down the right field line, the base hit will load the bases as everyone had to hold up just in case Dan Robinson, the right fielder, made a play. So the lineup turns over for Miles Gordon, who will bat with the bases loaded and 1 out. Otters could put this away. Cordero off third. Phillips off second. Penner off of first. First pitch to Gordon. Fouls it off to the left. Up onto the upper deck behind third. The 0-1 fouled off to near identical location. Now Gordon in the hole with the bases loaded. 0-2. Danny Zardon has been put into the furnace. The 0-2 bounces on the plate, and the catcher Hirabayashi doesn't have it. Andre Cordero will score from third. Andredi Cordero got a little excited there as Cordero thought he might have been trying to wave Dakota Phillips to try to score. It's a 5-0 game at the top of the ninth. As that would have been a very close play. Wild pitch. Cordero scores from third. Phillips to third. Penner to second. The 1-2. Cut on and missed for strike three. Now there are 2 out.
Shortstop number 2, Andy DeJesus.
Andy DeJesus drew a base on balls back in the third. Couple of ground balls to shortstop since. First pitch. There's a strike outside part of the plate. 90 on the gun from Danny Zardon. Now the 0-1. Off speed, misses out. DeJesus batting 8 for 18 with runners in scoring position and 2 out this season. 1-1. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Zardon still took a little bit off. It is 1-2 now. Zardon, the Pembroke Pines, Florida native. Runners at second and third, 2 out, the 1-2. And here is a foul ball down the line in right. Michael Gangwish. Nice little play out of the Otters bullpen to protect his pitchers. Top nine, 5-0 the score. Evansville's advantage. 1-2. Skips in the turf. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two on, 2 out, a 2-2 count. Pitch misses up and away. 89 on the radar gun. Otters putting up a 5 spot, trying to make it some more. Here's a ground ball to the right side. Robertson to Weishire to end the Otters' threat, though they pick up a run as Cordero comes home to score on a wild pitch from third. We head to the bottom of the ninth. The Otters 3 outs away from victory, and Taylor Wright will go out for his second inning of work, hoping to send the rubber match way of the Otters. Listen to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
You live by what's right. It's part of who you are and what drives you to always do more, to give more. At Old National, we get it. We're the bank built on integrity and community. The bank named a world's most ethical company for the last 10 years. The bank that focuses on your financial goals every day. Because your success is everything. And that's why we're here. You live by what's right. And at Old National, we bank by it. Find us at oldnational.com/locations. Member FDIC.
Dan Robinson, Rob Calabrese, and Jarris Richards, 2, 3, and 4, facing Taylor Wright. The Otters 3 outs away from a 5-0 victory over the Windy City Thunderbolts. It would be their 30th of the year. They would move into a first-place tie ahead of a ball game between the Florence Yalls and Southern Illinois Miners tonight at 7:05 with Florence. First pitch to Dan Robinson is a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Robinson, 1 for 2. Wright, who worked a 1-2-3-8, looking for similar fortunes here. 0-1. That misses off the plate. Not even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Otters, it would be their first shutout victory of the season since July 1st. hosted the Florence Gulls on a Thursday. Now that was a shutout through 7 innings. So this would be their second 9-inning shutout as the 1-1 is a strike called on the upper inside corner. The first shutout of the season, and so far the only 9-inning shutout, came back against the Gateway Grizzlies in mid-June. At Fosse Field, it was a 4-0 win. Austin Gossman picked up the W, where Logan Sire would come on in a tricky spot to pick up the save. 1-1 bounced into turf, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Robinson. Otters looking to win their first series since they played the Joliet Slammers at home a couple weeks ago. The 2-2. Oh, a sliding try from Andredi Cordero. It bounces off his glove. And Daniel Robinson is aboard to lead off the Thunderbolts half of the night.
Designated hitter number 17, Rob Calabrese.
Rob Calabrese, he's 0 for 3. Reached on an error by Cordero his last time up. First pitch to Calabrese. He's hit into the gap in the right center. Taken out there. It'll one-hop the wall. A run will come in to score as Calabrese doubles home Dan Robinson. And it's now a 5-1 ball game in the bottom of the ninth. There goes your shutout. Robinson scores from first. Calabrese, the RBI double, removes the goose egg from the scoreboard. Now Jairus Richards bats. Nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth. First pitch to Richards. In there for a strike, right. The Ivy man, former Brown University ball player, reigning 2019 Frontier League Rookie of the Year. Right comes set. Here's the 0-1 to Richards. He shows bunt, pulls back and takes a strike. Trying to pull the third baseman Cordero in. Give Richards a little more room, I suppose, on the left side, but don't think he wants to be looking to put the baseball there. The 0-2, up and away. Otters open a 3-game weekend series with the Gateway Grizzlies tomorrow night. For them, it will be Austin Gossman on the hill. The right-hander out of the University of Southern Indiana. As the 1-2 is fouled up and back. Last time the Otters went to Gateway, dropped 2 of 3 over 4th of July weekend. 1-2. Reaches out and grounds it foul of first. By the way, it looks like Tyler Spring is at least standing up in the bullpen and might be getting somewhat loose. Another 1-2. Here's a ground ball to the right side. Penner over. Riley Crane gloves the toss from Penner. For the first out, advancing to third is Rob Calabrese. Second Rob to bat in the inning. It's Rob Weishire. It's the first time we've been able to say that. Isn't that funny? Huh. Calabrese is at third. One out. Weishire 0 for 2. First pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. They go back to the breaking ball. Inside part of the plate. This time they get a strike call. 1-1. The 88-mile-per-hour fastball misses low and away to Rob Weishire. Tomorrow that ball game starting at 6:45 between the Otters and Grizzlies. Two 2-1. Foul to the netting. Now a 2-strike count on Rob Weishire. Right. Shakes off the first sign he gets. Accepts the next. The 2-2. Cut on and missed. Now, the Thunderbolts down to their final out tonight. Otters looking to improve their overall all-time record against the Thunderbolts to 61-58 with a win here. First pitch misses upstairs, above the eyes to Zach Rakusin. Below the knees, 90 from Taylor Wright. Two-0 pitch. Underneath it, a little ahead too is Rakusin. He fouls it back. Has some pine tar tossed his way. He wants to add a little stickum to his batting gloves and his bat, so we'll take an extra moment. Bottom of the ninth inning, 5-1 the score. Runner at third, 2 out. The 2-1 from right. Breaking ball, fouls it to the right and out of play. Now, the Thunderbolts down to their final strike. Rakusin versus Wright. Otters looking to win their 30th. The 2-2. Ground ball to the shortstop to Jesus. Throw to first. And that one went swimmingly. Meet me in St. Louis, Louis. The Otters win by a final score of 5-1 and take the Thursday morning rubber match. They improve their record to 30-19 on the season, while the Windy City Thunderbolts fall to 19-30. The win goes to Tim Holdgrafer, who was brilliant through 7. He did not give up a run, allowed just 3 hits, and he picks up his well-deserved 4th win of the season. The loss goes to Jake Fisher, who was removed after just 2 2/3 innings of work in the top of the 3rd. So the Otters are winners in Crestwood, Illinois. The 10:35 ball game goes the way of Evansville. They win 5-1 here in front of the Splash Day crowd. The Otters now are in a first-place tie with the Florence Yalls. Should the Miners sweep them tonight, they would move a half game up in sole possession of first place. Tomorrow, the Otters will be taking on the Gateway Grizzlies in Sauget, Illinois, on the east side of St. Louis. 6:45 first pitch. We'll be on the air here on YouTube Live on the Otters Digital Network at 6:30. I'm Ryan Brown. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, it's a 5-1 final in the rubber match of this 3-game weekday series between the Evansville Otters and Windy City Thunderbolts. The Otters will pick it back up tomorrow at 6:45 p.m., 6:30 pregame show. Let's chat then.